Good morning to 5 Minutes Thoughts today. In this audio log, I'm going to, in the first part, focus on something very weird. I have basically recorded 5-6 clips on different audio setup. Apparently the best audio setup that has been chosen by popular vote, by popular I mean 2 votes that I have had, is my iPhone with socks on. Now, the story behind these socks is, I know where the socks came from, but I don't know where is the other half of the sock. I have this random one half of a pair of socks that is left sitting there doing nothing, that now is apparently the best audio setup that I have. The other topic, the main topic of the day that I wanted to focus on is consistency. Now, I've been doing this for the past 10 days, where I've been recording myself and I've been editing myself and trying to find a better way to express myself. But not only that, trying to find a better way to convey my voice out in the world. There are a few improvements that I want to make. I can see straight away that I can now talk more fluidly for a longer period of time. However, I'm having trouble with the breathing intake. Every time that I'm breathing in, there is this noise that is kind of annoying while you're trying to edit, because you're trying to get rid of those noises. However, in Audacity, if you use the algorithm to remove it, sometimes it also removes other noises of the similar wavelength, which you don't want, and then you start sounding like you are chopping the word, or it ends up sounding like you are talking like Siri or Alexa. Because I don't want that, I started looking into breathing exercises to do while talking, so that I can speak fluidly for 5 to 10 minutes, not run out of oxygen, and not bore the person with my intake noises. Now that I've reached 10 hours, I've realized that the fact that has improved me is sitting down every day for an hour to record myself and edit myself. When I say edit, I'm not doing heavy editing, I'm just touching my voice here and there, making sure that everything is equalized, there is no heavy noise, there is no low noise, trying to have everything in the same volume. So I've only reached the 10 hours. According to Malcolm Gladwell, I think he's the writer. This is Canadian-British writer. Well, I would say Canadian for now because I can't remember his whole nationality. But this Canadian writer, journalist now that is writer, he talked about this 10,000 hour rule, and scientifically apparently has been proven that the magical number to perfect someone's or to reach mastering something is 10,000 hours. That's approximately 90 minutes per day for 20 years. So I have a long way to go if I'm doing this every day. At the moment I'm doing this for an hour, or I've been recording myself for 5 to 10 minutes. There is a long years to go ahead that I have to pick up to master this greatness, I guess. However, I've already started seeing benefits that I've been having with the consistency of me talking over and over. I believe I've been able to express myself more freely, more fluidly. Although when I listen back, I realize that I'm not making absolute sense. However, I think the best way to convey is to sound that you know what you're talking about, basically, and just talk about it smoothly until the person feels like, yes, absolutely know what you're talking about. That's at least how I feel while I'm talking about the thing. Of course, I don't know what is happening on the receiving end. That's why I have started looking at techniques, how to improve my overall structure, but not only that, how I can improve my talking. Now, recently I have discovered that with this 10 hours practice on my belt, I've been able to speak more fluidly. However, I'm having trouble with the breathing, as I said already. This is also reminds me back in the days when I used to play flute, where I used to have problems with breathing in while I am playing the flute, of course. Sometimes there used to be those weird noises at the background that used to pick up as I used to breathe in. I've been told and I've tried my best to breathe in with my nose. However, in this case, it sounds quite difficult for me as I have my mouth open and closing all this time and not using my mouth to breathe in as the much simpler way to breathe. The other aspect was consistency. Apparently, more consistent you are, much better you become at something. There has been a research, I can't remember exactly the name, but this art professor or a photography professor, what has done, he has divided the groups, has divided the class in two groups. One group had to take 100 pictures by the end of the semester. That was their assignment. The other group's assignment was at the end of the semester they have to produce one excellent, great picture. What they have discovered is that the people that kept doing it over time, the people that have done multiple shots, generally tend to have a better, excellent picture at the end of the semester than the people that had to submit only one excellent picture. And that is due to practice, due to be able to play around, to have that freedom. There wasn't any... The only requirement was for them was to produce a number of volume. They didn't have to be great. They just had to produce it. Whereas for the other one had to be excellent. Where the other one failed to realize is that they had to get the practice to achieve that excellent. And even then, when they have achieve the excellence of taking the picture, they need to achieve the excellence of editing it. They need to achieve the excellence on understanding which one has the best composition, and so on and so forth. Plus also, it is a very subjective way to decide which one is better or not. However, based on this semi-subjective / objective test, it has been shown that over the long run of just practice, keeping doing it, being consistent, will give you a better result in the long run than trying to find the perfect method to do it. The interesting thing with this for me is that if I look back at me, I'm trying this consistently every day. There was one day in these 10 short days, this short period, that I realized that I didn't want to do it, but I still ended up doing it. Important thing is that I showed up and I carried on doing it. This is why. Let's say yesterday you gave your 100% and today you're giving 150%. What did you have? You had a almost 50% increase from yesterday, right? Let's say tomorrow you don't want to come and do anything. If you're not doing it, you will give a 0% effort. That means you've lost 100% of your total gain. However, if you came in tomorrow and you gave your 100%, wasn't 150% like today, tomorrow you're giving 100% because you're not feeling great. What happens is then you had a 30% or 33% regression. Even though you regressed a little bit, still is higher than what would have been you not coming. So it's all about these averages that over time, as long as you have a positive slope, you will improve. And that is what I'm trying to achieve here. As I've already also explained yesterday, two main understanding that I had was that I need to put in my 10,000 hours. I have only put 10. I have 9,990 hours to go. Not only that, if I think about it, it's not even 24 hours, which is not even a day. So to reach there, I still have 14 more hours to put in. It will be funny to see what happens in 14 days, how I sound. And the other thing is being consistent. Even if the day is crap, overall, in the long run, this is going to improve myself. Not all the episodes are going to be nice. Not all the episodes will be interesting to everyone. And at this initial period, I don't have a large audience either. So it doesn't matter how it sounds or how it is structured. As long as I'm putting this consistently and putting it out there, I'm sure over a period of 2 years, I'll be able to speak very fluidly, convey my message in a clear way. At least by September. That is my target because that's usually when all the graduate job starts. So hopefully by then I'll be able to express my thought much more clearly and fluid. Thanks again for listening. Have a great day and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.